Yo, what is up everybody? Chris here from Big Sports News, back at it again with another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys another tier list. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I just wanted to do another one of these and get one of these going before we start the stage 4 qualifiers. I always like to do these before the majors, but sometimes I do them before the stage starts. This time I'm doing it before the stage starts. So looking at our first team, we're going to go in alphabetical order, or whatever order this is. This is not alphabetical. So we're going to kick this off with the Boston Breach. I'm going to put them in A. They got top 4 at the last event, so I feel like that is definitely warranted. A tier means that they are on the verge of being able to win an event or place top 3 consistently, but they're just not there yet necessarily. S tier, Atlanta Faze. Their average placing this year is probably like 2 something, so staying on task like last year their average placing was like 2, obviously. So they're doing a lot better this year though. They got an event win, so that helps. I'm going to keep them an S just because they haven't placed outside the top 3 yet. Knock on wood. And they've looked really good all season long. They're still the #1 ranked team in terms of points, top of the leaderboard, and their S&D is phenomenal. Best S&D team in the game by a mile. They just set a record in the game mode, for God's sakes, playing literally everybody in the CDL. So I think Faze is an S tier team. Mutineers, I'm going to put them in C. I know I put them in C the last time I made a tier list, but not much has changed. I feel like their slaying potential is there, but they just haven't realized their potential yet. I'll put them in B tier actually, because I feel like they have a puncher's chance now with the roster that they have. They have a lot more slaying. LA Guerillas, very similar story. This team has a lot of potential, but they just can't realize it when it matters a lot of times. And I don't want to say I'm worried about their opportunity to make champs, but I'm not sure that they will. So I'm going to put them in B just because we have seen them win series. And they have potential to be a really solid team. They made winners bracket more than they haven't this year. I don't know that they've missed. I think they might have missed winners bracket one event, but anyways, they're a very solid team, and they win a few matches every stage, and they're consistently in the hunt for winners bracket, so that's something. So that's why I'll keep them in B. I'll put them ahead of Mutineers, just aesthetically at least. LA Thieves, I'm going to put them in A. I'm going to put them at the top of A. They, with a few changes, could definitely be a S tier team once again, but as it stands right now, just with the form that Kenny's been in all year and a lot of the issues that the Thieves have consistently had in S&D that they were having last year, late round adjustments, playing numbers, etc., I can't confidently put them in S, but their hardpoint and their control are really good, must be said, so that's why they're in A. If they clean up their S&D and their overall consistency, I would definitely put them in S, and I think that they could win an event if they turn things around. London Royal Ravens, as much as I want to put them in the D tier, they are a team with a lot of promise. Well, we'll put them in the D tier just based on the fact that they are the lowest ranked team in the league right now. I don't think that they are D tier in terms of their skill, but I think just in terms of their overall success this year, you have to put them in D. They are our consensus worst team in the CDL right now. They have the fewest points, and they are in 12th place. So we'll just leave them in D. Obviously, their potential is way above D. I would say their potential is in B. They have come really close to being some of the best teams, including Faze. And yeah, I mean, I think they'll turn their maps to wins in this upcoming stage 4. But that remains to be seen with Yuli joining the team. We don't know how it's going to turn out, but as it stands, I think D is a safe pick just given their form all season long. New York Subliners, that's a team that I'm going to put in A. They used to be an S tier lock for me, but they've just had a lot of struggles ever since they won the stage 1 major. And yeah, they really haven't returned to top tier form since then. They placed really poorly at Boston. I think they got top 8, and then at this event they got top 8-ish again. So New York's had a couple really bad placements. Obviously, we all know that they're a really good team, but hey, that talent ain't showing up, so the hard workers are beating them. Optic Texas, I'm going to move them into the S tier. They really changed my mind this weekend. You guys know that my big reason for not including Optic in the S tier consistently this year has just been their overall consistency. You guys know that my big concern for the Optic Texas team going into the event, I felt like they had a really strong chance to win it all. They were one of my favorites, but my issue was I felt like there was a different team showing up every day of the week, and that's what happened on Thursday when they lost to Boston. Then they came back Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, looked like a completely different team. So it seems that they've gotten over that inconsistency issue, and I feel like that's just a result of comfort and having more reps. So that's why I put Optic Texas in S tier. Obviously, they just got second place at their own major, and I believe they've finished top 4 every event this year. So they definitely deserve a spot in the S tier ranking, and that's where we'll leave them. Minnesota Rokkr, I'm going to put them in the C tier for chalked or D tier for don't do anything but blow it up. I'm going to say don't do anything but blow it up. This team, something just hasn't worked. I feel like Cammy has not played well this year. I'm not sure if maybe it's a role issue with Attach playing slow and Cammy playing slow, but I just didn't understand the idea of picking up 2 players that essentially play the same way. Attach on an AR and Cammy on an AR pretty much play the same way. So I just never saw how that was going to work. I also just am not sure that this game strongly favors Cammy's playstyle. So we'll see. Maybe he has success with Fame coming into the roster for Attach, but I'm just not sure. So that's why I'm going to keep Rokkr in D. I feel like their team is just a little bit chalked right now. Toronto Ultra, the winners of the Stage 3 Major, we're going to put them in the top tier spot at S. I'm going to move Optic over Faze just because they always beat Faze, and we'll call it a day there. Seattle Surge, I'm going to put them at the top of A tier just because their hardpoint is leaps and bounds above everybody else in the A tier. And ironically, the A tier is full of teams that can be accused of being hardpoint merchants. Guys that definitely struggle in S&D pretty consistently. We'll leave that right there. And then in the B tier, even though I love him, actually, screw it. Standy's coming. I feel like he's going to be the savior of my fallback team, the Vegas Legion. I'm a Jets fan. I'm a Knicks fan. You guys know I'm a little bit delusional about these things. But I do think Standy will be a transformative player for this Vegas Legion team. I feel like he has a chip on his shoulder, and I feel, I feel like he's exactly the player that they need to make this run going into champs. They're very close to qualifying, and I think they can do it. So yeah, guys, this will just about wrap it up for me. My finalized tier list sees the Toronto Ultra, Optic Texas, and Atlanta Faze in the S tier. Of course, Seattle Surge, LA Thieves, Boston Breach, New York Subliners, and Vegas Legion in the A tier. LA Guerillas and the Florida Mutineers in the C tier. I'm sorry, in the B tier. I'm going to move the Minnesota. We didn't see anything good from the Stage 3. I'll leave them in D tier just out of respect to London and the improvements that they made. I'm going to move them up to C tier. Leave Minnesota in D just because they haven't won a series in like March at all. The last series that they won was in February, so we'll leave that there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed all of this tier list action. Hope you guys enjoyed all the COD later this week, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video that's going to be uploaded. Of course, that is going to be my pick'ems, and then I have a collab with my homie Dempsey coming later this week, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I have content leading up to the matches on Friday, so every day this week I will have some content going out, so you guys will be well fed. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to, of course, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't be scared to share it with a friend or family member if you enjoyed it, or just tweet it out, spread the love on social media. And I just want to say thank you once again from all of you guys who have shown a lot of support on the videos lately. I really appreciate it, and we're moving. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video. And once again, this is Chris from Fake Sports News, and I am signing off. I will catch you guys on the next video, and I hope you have a great morning, noon, or night, wherever you may be on this beautiful planet. Peace.